Hello students, hope you all are doing great. I'm Achal Chaudhary, working as an assistant professor, BBA department in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. So I'm back with my online lecture series of Principles of Management. So students, it's your lecture number 4 from Unit 4. And in your previous lecture, we have studied about the resistance to control and process of controlling in detail. Today, we are going to start a new topic that is control techniques. So in today's lecture, we will cover all the traditional control techniques and also we will understand regarding the budgetary control in detail because this is something related to your exam which is very important for you. So let's get started. Control techniques. So basically your control techniques is divided into two parts, traditional control techniques and modern control techniques. So traditional control techniques are the one which has been followed since many years. We are being following these kind of traditional control techniques from past many years. And modern control techniques are the new one techniques related to the control system. Traditional control techniques include budgetary control, break-even point analysis, statistical data, special reports, operational audit, personal observation. Whereas modern control technique includes zero-based budgeting, responsibility accounting, management audit, management information system, which is known as MIS, program network analysis, which includes PERT and CPM. So today we will continue with the traditional control technique. In next lecture, I will cover your modern control technique. First is your statistical data. Basically, it involves the statistical analysis, involves collecting and scrutinizing every data sample in a set of items from which samples can be drawn. So students, in your statistics, you must have heard about the statistical data where you are drawing some samples from your total population. So that's what exactly you have to do here. You have to take the sample from the selected total population and then you have to gather the information from that samples. Information is presented in the form of tables, graphs, charts, etc. Basically, in this what you are doing, information will be, you are going to gather the information in the form of tables, graphs, charts. For that, then in that case what happens that the proper comparison can be done regarding the performance or regarding the previous year's performance. So here you can do a comparison which can be easily done through the tables, graph, charts, because whenever you are having a summary kind of data with you, then in that case it becomes quite difficult for you to compare that data with another data. But here what will happen that now you can help with the help of the tables, graphs, you can compare that performance with the previous year performance easily in a very easy way. Next is your break even point analysis. A break even analysis is an analysis to determine the point at which revenue received equals the cost associated with receiving the revenue. So as the name specifies, break even point means what? Where you are not having any kind of loss or profit. It's a mediate situation when you are not having a profit, either you are not having a loss. Break-even analysis calculate what is known as a margin of safety, the amount that revenues exceed the BEP. So basically here what you are doing, you are just first of all you are analyzing the situation कि whether you are like earning a profit, अगर profit earn नहीं भी हो रहा है but ऐसा तो नहीं है that you are earning, you are having some kind of loss. So it's a kind of analysis where you will get to know whether you are earning a profit or not. So when you are not earning a profit, neither you are having some loss, then it will be a situation of break even analysis. So basically break even point is a point where there is no profit, no loss. Next is your operational audit. Basically, operational auditing in its broadest sense is the regular and independent appraisal by a staff of internal auditors of the accounting, financial, and other operations of a business. So, students, what happen here that in operational audit related to the when you are like keeping a check on your regular activities, on your operational activities on a regular basis. Here you are keeping an eye on your own performance, and there will be some internal auditor as well who will check your performance, who will try to evaluate your performance, and also with that auditor or maybe you by yourself you will appraise your performance. If you are doing great, then you will appraise your performance will be appraised by the auditors by yourself. But if you are making some kind of mistakes, then you will be get to know about your mistakes and you will try to eliminate those mistakes. So this is how operational audit work. So basically here what happens that you have to regularly check on your operational activities, how you are performing. Next is your personal observation. Manager collect first-hand information about the performance of the employees. So personal observation something related when a manager personally observes the activity of the employees. He personally gathers the information and tries to collect all the information regarding it and makes whatever the changes which are required in that activity. So here manager is personally involved in all the tasks. Somehow no doubt it will create some mental pressure on the employees because they will feel like that they are being observed all the time. So their activities are being observed. So it is not that much efficient because here many employees start feeling that their performance are regularly being observed. So that will create some psychological pressure on them. And also it's a kind of a time consuming process because personally manager have to keep an eye on each and every employee. So it will take a time if a organization is a large in number. So in that situation it is not possible at all. Next is your budgetary control. It refers to how well managers utilize budgets to monitor and control costs and operations in a given accounting period. So basically budgetary control is something related to controlling the cost which are involved in the controlling process in throughout the process of the management. So this is something very important in the organization because students, as I told you in your previous lectures, that controlling process somehow involves a huge amount of cost. It is quite expensive for the organization, but you can utilize those amount in a efficient manner and you can make a budget for that particular expenses, for those particular expenses. Here main role lies with the managers. So here it's a manager's duty that they utilize that budget by regularly monitoring the cost and try to control those excess cost which are being not that much efficient for the process. So here what a manager have to do, they have to regularly monitor the cost and they have to ensure that the cost which has been involved in the like your process involved in the production, so that should be efficiently used in the operations of that particular production. So it's a manager's duty, and it's a very important thing that if you are able to control your budget, you are able to control your cost, then in that situation you will earn a maximum profit. So students, before moving ahead, let's go through with some important topics which are related to the your current topic only, but these can be asked in your exams. So you should have some idea regarding these topics. You should know how to answer these questions. First is your budget. What is exactly budget is? Basically, budget is a plan quantified in monetary terms prepared and approved prior to the defined period of time, usually showing planned income to be generated and or expenditure to be incurred during that period and the capital to be employed to attain a given objective. So basically budget क्या है? Budget is a blueprint of a plan of action to be followed during a specified period of time for the purpose of attaining the or given or attaining the some specific objective. So basically, it's a future plan of action where you have all the information regarding, you are just having some information based on the your expenses and what all expenses are incurred can be incurred in your that particular activity. So you are having a some roughly idea regarding that. So based on that, what you do, you make a future plan so that you can achieve your objective. So budget में क्या होता है? Budget involves all the expenditures जो भी आपका cost incur हो सकता है regarding that production. So everything is planned in your budget. So once everything is planned, so now it will become very easy for a person to achieve their goal, to achieve their objectives. So that's how a budget is very important for the organization. Types of budget. First is your revenue and expense budget. The most common budgets spell out plans for revenue and operating expenses which are involved in a particular activity. The most basic of revenue budget is the sales budget, which is a formal and detailed expression of the sales forecast. So basically what happens in your revenue and expenses budget, here you are creating some plan, creating some, doing some forecasting regarding the revenues and operating expenses which can be incurred in achieving your objectives. So here we make a plan regarding your revenue and expenses कि आपको particular activity से how much you can earn, how much you should earn basically, how much you should earn and how much you can invest in that particular activity, in that production of that unit. Next is your time, space, material and product budget. Many budgets are better expressed in quantities rather than in monetary terms. For example, direct labor hours, machine hours. So basically, you are keeping an eye on your monetary terms, on your monetary expenses. Side by side, you should also fix the working hours. You should have a proper knowledge. You should have a proper budget ready regarding the labor hours, regarding the machine hours, use of materials, कितना मटेरियल यूज होना चाहिए, how much a unit should be produced in a particular activity. So you should have a proper budget regarding all the things. You should have a proper knowledge regarding all the things, that how you are going to perform a particular activity. Basically here our main motive is regarding the that how you are going to perform something. Next is your capital expenditure budget. So basically in capital expenditure budget you have to also specify that how much expenditure you are going to invest on your capital, like how much you are going to purchase regarding what is your budget regarding the machinery, purchase of machinery, equipment, inventory, what all are involved in your production. So how much budget should be there, how much you should invest in that particular activity in the capital expenditures. So it should be properly enhanced, it should be properly enclosed in your budget. Next is your research and development cost budget. Basically, whenever you are going to produce something, there is a work that is related to the research and development also. So what you have to do before producing something, first thing what you have to do is you have to research regarding that product, whether there is any kind of demand or not. आप produce तो कर रहे हैं, you are going to produce something, but उसकी कोई demand ही नहीं है, nobody is going to purchase that product. So then what's the point of producing that product? So first of all, what you have to do, you have to just focus on your research and development function. You have to focus on your R&D department. So the whatever the budget you have just enlisted regarding your R&D department, so it should be estimated that you are going to fulfill all the expenditures of your R&D department. Next is your administration cost budget. Like R&D department, there is a administration department also, which is indirectly related to your production. That is not directly related to your production, but that is somehow related to your indirect expenses. Indirect involvement involves there. So these budgets are kind of like legal advisors are there, finance department, accounting, management information system, internal audit, taxation. So everything should have a proper budget in advance. You should have a proper blueprint regarding the whole activity, regarding the whole production of the units. So then only you are able to achieve your whatever the target you are having. So you should have a proper knowledge regarding each and every process of the organization, each in every expense or revenue of the particular production. And now last topic of the day is your budgetary control. Budgetary control is the process by which budgets are prepared for the future period and are compared with the actual performance for finding out variances if any. The comparison of budgeted figures with actual figures with the help of management to find out variances and take corrective actions without any delay. So basically, students, as I told you earlier, budgetary control is something a manager's duty where they have to keep an eye on your regularly evaluating the control of the budget. You are regularly evaluating and monitoring the things. You are keeping an eye on your budgets. So whether they are whatever the budget you have prepared, so the work is going accordingly or not. So here manager has to regularly monitor and control the costs which are involved in the production. It's a duty of the manager. So what budgetary control involves, that whatever the budget you have prepared for the future, so you have to check it that whether the actual performance is going according to the standard or not. So you have to regularly keep the check on that, and you have to ensure that by comparing the standard with the actual performance with the actual output, you have to ensure that you are, if there is any kind of variances, if there is any kind of excess in the budget, so you have to ensure that you are taking the corrective actions, you are eliminating those excess in budget in cost involved production. So here you have to take the corrective actions. Essential elements of the budgetary control. So these are the essentials which are required to be performed, to be kept in mind while preparing your budget. First is your sound forecasting. Before you are going to make your budget, before you are going to prepare your budgetary control things, so first thing what you have to do, you have to forecast the things. Even like ideally you have to forecast each and everything. You have to ensure that you are covering all kind of expenses, whether they are important or not, but whatever you are feeling like that they will occur in the production, so you should ensure that you are forecasting them effectively, so that you can prepare your budget accordingly, so that there will be no variance in your actual performance and your standards. That's why sound forecasting is very important. Next is goal orientation. So whenever you are making your budget, so first thing that is very important, that you have to keep in your mind, that whatever the budget you are going to prepare, it should be based on your goal. It should be achievable of the objective. It should be regarding the achievement of your goals. Otherwise there is no use of making that budget if the organization objective is not to be fulfilled, is not going to be fulfilled, then there is no use of making the budget and budgetary control measures. Next is proper record system. So whenever you are making any kind of budget, you are preparing a budget, so you should have a proper record. Otherwise, whenever maybe आप अगर किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में you are working in your like budgeting department, you are preparing some budgets, so हो सकता है at some point of time you are not available. So for that situation, in your absence, there should be a proper record system regarding that budget. You should have a proper record regarding the all the expenses, so that in future that will help you. Because if you are having a proper information regarding all the expenses, you are having a proper record of those expenses, revenues, everything you are having with you, so that will help you for sure in your future events, you in your future budgeting. Next is top management support. So this is very important. If you are making a budget in any organization, but that budget is not supported by the top management is not supporting that budget. Managers are not keeping the eye on your budget, they are not fulfilling all the requirements, they are not ensuring whether that budget is to be followed or not. So in that situation, following the budget or adopting that budget in your organization, that will be quite difficult for you, and that will not be successful. And last is your flexibility. So this is important thing again. The budget you are going to prepare, that should be flexible. It should be flexible according to the changing environment, because environment keeps on changing. Maybe जो cost पहले occur नहीं हुई है, मे बी ऐसा कोई एक्सपेंस है दैट जो अभी लास्ट ईयर नहीं हुआ है, बट इस साल से वो एक्सपेंसेस बढ़ गए हैं, या तो आपका रॉ मटेरियल का जो अमाउंट है, द रॉ मटेरियल इज योर इंक्रीज्ड बाय 5%, 10%, मे बी ऐसा कोई सिचुएशन हो सकता है. सो यू शुड be ensured that the budget is capable enough to make any kind of changes in that. It should be flexible enough to make all the changes, to adopt all kind of changes in this. So students, that's it for today's lecture. In next video, I will be continuing your unit 4, and that will be your last lecture from unit 4. So then in that video, I will cover all the remaining topics. So here is a question related to today's topic which has been asked in your previous university exams. Write a detailed note on traditional control techniques and their significance. So you have to solve this question as it has been asked earlier in your exam. So please ensure that you are going to solve this question. And if you face any kind of difficulty or you have any sort of doubt, then do let me know. I will clear all your doubts and queries. Thank you for your cooperation and interest. Stay tuned for more videos.